The Khalistan movement is a separatist movement in the Indian state of Punjab, seeking to create an independent Sikh state called Khalistan. The movement emerged in the 1980s and gained momentum throughout the decade. The roots of the Khalistan movement can be traced back to the demand for a separate Punjabi-speaking state during the Indian independence movement in the 1940s. However, the demand was not fulfilled, and Punjab was divided into three parts after the partition of India in 1947. The Khalistan movement gained traction in the 1980s due to several factors, including political and economic marginalization of Sikhs, discrimination by the Indian government, and the failure of the Akali Dal party to address Sikh grievances. The movement was led by militant groups such as the Babar Khalsa, Khalistan Commando Force, and International Sikh Youth Federation, which carried out violent attacks on Indian security forces, government officials, and civilians. The most significant event in the Khalistan movement was the Operation Blue Star in 1984, when the Indian Army stormed the Golden Temple complex in Amritsar to flush out militants led by Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale. The operation resulted in the deaths of hundreds of militants and civilians and led to widespread protests and violence in Punjab. The assassination of Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi by her Sikh bodyguards in 1984 triggered anti-Sikh riots in which thousands of Sikhs were killed in Delhi and other parts of India. The Khalistan movement lost momentum in the 1990s due to the arrest or elimination of many of its leaders, the decline of support from the Sikh diaspora, and a shift towards peaceful and democratic means of achieving Sikh rights. The Indian government has been accused of human rights violations in its crackdown on the Khalistan movement, including extrajudicial killings, torture, and disappearances of Sikh activists and suspected militants. The demand for Khalistan remains a contentious issue in Punjab, with some Sikh groups continuing to advocate for a separate state while others support greater autonomy for Punjab within India. The Khalistan movement has had a significant impact on Sikh identity and politics, with many Sikhs feeling a sense of marginalization and discrimination in India and advocating for greater recognition of Sikhism as a distinct religion and culture.